What's up guys, and welcome to this demo video where I'm excited to walk you through our software of CoachSpeakerPro and show you all the different tools and features that might be most beneficial to you if you are a coach or a speaker wanting to grow your business and have a system that can kind of take a lot of the heavy lifting off of your shoulders so that you can focus on doing what you would like to do, whether that's coaching or speaking or serving or helping your clients, and the system can kind of take care of everything else. As part of CoachSpeakerPro, there's kind of two wings that you get when you sign up. The first wing that you get is you get access to our online course called CoachSpeakerPro Academy. So here's what this course looks like. There's 4 sections of the course, and basically what this course is I work with some of the top coaches and speakers in the US. I have a lot of clients who are 7-figure coaches. I have a client who's currently in the Speaker Hall of Fame. And so this course is basically a accumulation of everything that they have done to become so successful, condensed into one online course to teach you all of the skills that you need to develop to also become a top 1% coach or speaker. So for example, we have our first section, how to build an irresistible offer. So this section talks all about how to build an offer so good that your prospects would feel silly for saying no to working with you. And then once you have that irresistible offer, the second section of the course talks about expert marketing strategies. So once you have an irresistible offer, how do you then market that offer? How do you get it in front of as many qualified eyeballs as possible and present it in the most attractive way as possible so that it increases the likelihood that people will want to hire you or buy your program. From there, our third section is expert systems and infrastructure. So basically, what are the systems that you can build so that once the system is built, it will take the load off of your shoulders and just run smoothly on autopilot, allowing you to focus on doing only the things that you want to do in your business. And then our final section is how to build a rock solid sales process. So basically, once you get on a discovery call with your prospects or a sales call, we talk about what are the questions you ask? What are the things you say? How do you overcome objections in order to really increase the likelihood of them wanting to hire you or buy your program? So this online course, it just comes for free included in your subscription. I probably could be charging like $5,000 for this course because of how much value is in it, but I just figured that I'd not only give you all of the tools and systems, but also give you kind of the education and the skills that you need to develop to become a top 1% coach or speaker. And just to be straight up with you, every single person who has gone through this course and who has applied the principles of the course has gone on to make 6 to 7 figures a year as a coach or a speaker. So the principles just work. There's a lot of golden value in here. And so that's kind of the first wing or the first aspects that you get when you sign up to CoachSpeakerPro. The second wing of CoachSpeakerPro is all of the software. It's all of the tools and features that you need to build systems that can just make it so that your business is just running smoothly on autopilot. It is an all-in-one platform where we include more than 25 different tools that you need as a coach or a speaker to have your business running smoothly on autopilot. So we're not going to cover all of the tools in this video just because that would take forever, but we'll talk about maybe the top 5 or 6 that I feel like would be most beneficial to you and your business if you're a coach or a speaker. Now, as I go into these tools and features, I just want to let you know that we have a done-for-you offer going on right now where we will build out everything for you. So you don't have to even worry about dealing with any of this tech yourself or learning a new tech platform or having to deal with all the tech overwhelm. We will build it all out for you. I'm just showing you this to show you what it looks like on the back end and show you all the tools and features that you need in your coaching or speaking business. So the first thing that we'll build out for you and the first tool and feature that we have in CoachSpeakerPro is the ability to have websites, funnels, and landing pages. So if you already have a website built out, whether it's with Wix or Squarespace or any other website builder, we can either transfer that website over and kind of rebuild it from scratch so that it looks almost identical to how your website currently looks. Or if you're just starting out and you don't have a website yet, we can just build you a website from scratch using our proven templates and blueprints that convert better than anything else that I've seen out there. And just to kind of give you an idea of what that website looks like, here is what my landing page looks like, just to give you an idea of kind of the website builder and how it looks on the back end. So this is what my landing page looks like here, where we've got, our headline, our subheadline, we've got a video here, a bunch of calls to action button all throughout the page. And then anything that if you want to come in here, you can, highlight different words and make tweaks and adjustments if you'd like to come in and make any tweaks to your wording, because this is your website. So you will have access to this builder as well. But then we also have all of these elements that you would see in any other traditional website builder where we've got headlines and subheadlines and images and videos. We can link it to your calendar. We can have people fill out a form. We even have an order form if you want to sell some kind of digital product on your website. We have all of the different elements here included. So again, this is not anything that you have to learn because we just build this all out for you, but you will have access to your website website if you want to go in and make any tweaks or adjustments or anything like that. So that is the first aspect that you get when you sign up to CoachSpeakerPro is we will just either build out a website for you from scratch, or we will transfer over an existing website and make it look almost identical to how it looks now, and also transfer over your domain and everything like that, just so that it looks exactly how it looks now. The second feature of CoachSpeakerPro, which is by far my favorite feature, is here. If we go into the automations tab, this feature is so incredibly powerful. And the reason why I love it so much is because as part of these automations, there are 3 different automations that we will build out for you as part of this done for you offer. The first automation that we'll build out is a nurture sequence. And so basically what this nurture sequence looks like is when somebody visits your website or your landing page, we're going to ask you to give them what's called a lead magnet. What this is you will give your prospects something valuable for free in exchange for their information, for their name, their phone number, their email address, and then once we have that information, it then initiates them being in this nurture sequence, where once they're in the nurture sequence, we will send them 1 text message and 1 email every single day for 7 days. Now, the reason for this is that whenever somebody visits your website, they might be interested in what you have to offer, but they're probably not ready to buy yet. They still have questions, they still have doubts, they still have hesitations. They might not be ready to pull the trigger quite yet. And so we put them in this nurture sequence to warm them up to the idea of working with you. This nurture sequence will answer their questions, it will resolve their doubts and their skepticisms, it will build their trust in you, and the hope is that by the end of the 7 days of being in this nurture sequence, they will be warmed up enough to the idea of wanting to book a discovery call with you or buy your program or whatever it may be. So this nurture sequence, it just works better than anything else that I've ever seen out there when it comes to warming prospects up to the idea of working with you. And even just like as a little backstory to this, when I first launched CoachSpeakerPro, I did not have a nurture sequence. I just had my website and I launched it and I started running ads to my website and kind of crossing my fingers and hoping that people would buy. 3 days went by and I had 0 sales. And so it wasn't until I built out this nurture sequence that now, once people are initiated into the nurture sequence, usually it's not until by day 4 or by day 5 of being in the nurture sequence that they're finally responding to my texts and they're finally responding to my emails and saying, okay, I'm finally ready to hop on a demo call and kind of see what this is all about. And so this just works better than anything else that I've seen out there when it comes to, putting your prospects in an oven or an incubator, so to say, warming them up for 7 days, and then they come out ready to buy, ready to hop on a discovery call with you. So that's the first automation that we build out for you. And not only do we build out kind of the structure of this automation for you, but we will also write for you all of your emails and all of your text messages. We'll just send you a survey that tells us everything that we need to know about you and your offer, who you are, what you do, how you help, what problem you solve, what is your unique value proposition, what makes you the no-brainer obvious choice. And then based off of that information, we build out your website and your nurture sequence, and we write all of your texts and emails for you using our proven templates and blueprints and methods that convert better than anything else that we've seen out there. So that is the first automation that we build out for you. The second automation is we build out what's called a reminder call sequence. So whenever somebody books a call on your calendar to book a discovery call with you, we build out this sequence to where as soon as the call is booked, it then sends you a notification saying that somebody booked a call on your calendar. It automatically puts that call in your calendar, and then it sends an email and a text message to the person who booked the call and sends them reminders 24 hours before, 1 hour before, and 10 minutes before, just reminding them of the call, just because as humans, we're forgetful. And if we don't have those constant reminders, a lot of times people will just forget and then they won't show up to the call. So we do this to make sure that people actually show up to your discovery calls, and then you can, sell and close them from there. So that's the second automation that we build out for you. The third automation that we build out is if you ever plan on having an online course or selling any kind of digital product, we build out a purchase automation to where as soon as somebody buys the online course, so the trigger is that as soon as somebody pays for the online course and the payment goes through, that triggers this automation to where it then grants them the course offer. It sends them a welcome email with all of their login information. It sends you a notification saying, hey, you just made some money. Somebody just bought your online course. It sends them a text message with any other information that you want them to know. And it just does all of that for you. So these automations are so incredibly powerful. They're designed to really save you anywhere from 10 to 15 hours a week of you having to manually do all of this on your own. Reach out to prospects and and warm them up and have conversations and send reminders and send Zoom links. It just does it all for you so that you can focus on what you do best, which is coaching and speaking and serving and helping your clients. All right, now let's move on to the next tool here, which is our memberships tab. So here in the memberships, we've got a lot of cool features. The first thing is we give you the ability to have your own community. You can think of this almost as like your own personal Facebook group where you can have either your prospects or your clients join together in this group, and they can make posts and they can comment on other people's posts, and you can make posts and answer questions and make updates. Basically, it just gives your prospects or your clients a place where they can interact with people who have a similar pain point or a similar struggle, who can talk to each other, and it just adds a lot of value to your offer, having the ability to be part of a community of like-minded people. We also give you the ability to create online courses. So here we've got our courses section here, and the great thing about this is that some of our competitors like Kajabi or Teachable, they will limit however many courses you can upload, but with CoachSpeakerPro, we give you unlimited online courses. So you can have free mini courses that you can use as a lead magnet. You can have paid online courses and then set the price to whatever you want to be for those online courses, but we give you unlimited online courses. And so kind of opening up my online course, this kind of shows you what the course builder looks like on the back end, where I've got my introduction section here, and then section 1 with all these videos, section 2, all these videos, and then going into each lesson, we have, the place to add the video, and then the title and the category, any description. If you want to add a link to a different website, you can attach a file. You can even have quizzes throughout the course to kind of quiz your clients on how well they're doing. You can even give them a certificate of completion once they finish the course, if that's something that you're interested in. And then we also build all of this out for you. So obviously you still have to be the person to film the course and to make the course, but once you have all of the videos and everything like that, we will build out all of the course structure for you and make sure that it's all linked together so that it's connected to your payment processor and connected to the automations whenever somebody purchases the course, and just kind of makes it run smoothly on the back end so that you don't have to worry about doing any of that on your own. Now, another cool thing here is that we have the ability to give you your own branded mobile app. So this is an extra charge. It's an extra $49 a month. But what this does is it gives you the ability to have your own branded mobile app that you can use on your smartphone that has your logo on the app, and it works for iOS and Android, so Apple and Android devices. And then this is where people can log in and access your community and also your online courses. So they can just log onto the app, watch your courses there, instead of having to log in with a browser or having to log in on a computer or anything like that. So that's just another cool feature that some of our users have found really useful for their business. All right, let's now move into the marketing tab. This is another cool feature where we give you the ability to connect all of your different social media platforms. So Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever it may be, you can connect all your different social media platforms. And then whenever you want to post something on social media, whether it's a photo, a video, or just a post, instead of having to manually upload it to all the different social media platforms separately, you just upload it once to CoachSpeakerPro, and then it will post it for you across all the different social media platforms. We also have the feature, I'm not sure if you've seen this on maybe as you're scrolling through Instagram, you might have seen those videos where they say like, comment the word potato down below and we'll send you this free resource. We also give you that ability to, if somebody comments a certain word or if they send you a DM of a certain word, it triggers an automation to send them to a free resource that you have already built out that you want to give to them. So that's just another cool feature there that will save you maybe 1 to 2 hours a week of having to do all of this manually, post things on social media, respond to comments and respond to DMs. It just does it all for you. All right, let's move on to our next feature, which is our contacts tab. Now this is really cool because this gives you your whole list of prospects. So these are the names, the phone numbers, the email addresses of everybody who has signed up with the form and the lead magnet that you have given them. And then over here on the right, we have tags. Now tags are really powerful just because they kind of segment your audience based on their behavior. So for me, for example, whenever somebody fills out a form on one of my Facebook ads, it tags them as a warm lead. If they open one of my emails, it tags them as having opened an email. If they book a demo call, it tags them as having booked a demo call. So if I wanted to, I could type in here booked demo call, and it will give me a list of everybody who's booked a demo call. So if I wanted to, I could just select this whole list, and then I could send them all a text message or all an email, and it goes to just this list of people who have booked a demo call, but it doesn't go to anybody else. So that's just another cool feature to kind of show you all the different tools and features there. Now, another cool thing here is if I wanted to go to someone's account, I could click on their profile, and then I can go through and I can look at all of the different conversations that we've had so far, whether it is with text or with email. I can see if they they've opened emails, and then I can also on the right here see all of their activity. So this person here, I can see that September 23rd at 11:55 a.m. is when they filled out my form on Facebook. And then from there, let's see, about a week later, October 1st is when they visited my page again. And then that's when they booked the appointment to hop on a demo call with me. So that just kind of gives me a little bit more information about them and how interested they are in CoachSpeakerPro. It just gives me, more information about them. So you also get this as part of your subscription, where you can see all of the conversations that you've had, all of the activity from your prospects. And then if you want to, you can send them a text message or you can send them an email here from your desktop computer. And we also give you access to an app where you can just log in with your CoachSpeakerPro credentials, and you can send text messages or send emails or make and receive phone calls from the app. And so we give you that ability as well, so that you can be in constant contact and communication with your prospects and your leads and your clients, and have all of that communication with them. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, there are more than 25 different tools and features, and we're not going to cover all of them, but just to kind of give you a rapid fire, we've got forms if you want to gather information from your prospects, surveys if you want to gather even more information about them, quizzes that you can send them, QR codes, we've got webinars and blogs. Basically anything that you can imagine we have thought of and we have included in this software, just to give you an all-in-one platform where we do all the heavy lifting for you. We build out this whole platform for you so that you can focus on doing what you do best. Now, with that being said though, I do have to be brutally honest in telling you what you get when you sign up versus what you still have to do by yourself when you sign up. So even though this is an all-in-one platform, there still are things that you have to do when you sign up to CoachSpeakerPro if you want to have a successful coaching or speaking business. In fact, I would say that there are 4 things that you have to do to be successful. The third thing is what we take care of, and I'll kind of get into that. But the other things are the things that you have to do yourself if you want to be a successful coach or a speaker. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to build an irresistible offer. You have to build an offer so good that your prospects would feel silly for saying no to working with you. And kind of the analogy that I always use with this is that you could sell Cheetos flavored ice cream and you could have the best marketing strategy in the whole world and get millions of views, but you still wouldn't sell anything because that's a terrible offer. Nobody wants to buy Cheetos flavored ice cream. So that is something that you have to build. We cannot build your offer for you as much as we would love to. You are the experts, you are the coach, you are the speaker, so you have to build that offer yourself. I hope that this is pretty obvious as something that you have to do. Now, we obviously can help with that. That's why we have our online course where we have a whole section on how to build an irresistible offer, and we walk you through step by step everything that you have to do to build this irresistible offer and give you a checklist of all the things that you need in an irresistible offer, but this is something that you have to build. The second stage of being a successful coach or speaker is that you have to do all of the marketing. Now with this, there are so many different ways of getting your offer in front of people. You can run ads, you can do cold outreach, you can rely on word of mouth and referrals, you can have a YouTube channel, you can post on social media, you can have an affiliate program, you can have a podcast. There are so many different ways to get your offer out there, and all of them can be effective and all of them can work. But what we do is in this online course, we give you all of the different expert marketing strategies and walk you through the strategies that we have found are the most effective for coaches and speakers and show you exactly how to do those expert marketing strategies. But this is something that you have to do on your end. We do not do any of the lead generation for you. If you can find someone who offers to do the lead generation for you for around $100 a month, it's a scam. They're scamming you. So keep that in mind, that if you are not currently running ads, I would say if you're not spending around $100 a day on ads, then you have to be spending anywhere from 4 to 5 hours a day doing the marketing yourself, reaching out to people, sending emails, having conversations on social media, creating content for YouTube and Instagram and all the different social media platforms. That is something that you have to do to get your offer in front of people, which leads me to the third part of having a successful business, which is where we come in. And this is where our system comes in, where as soon as somebody goes to your website and as soon as they fill out a form in exchange for a free lead magnet, that's where we take over. We take over from the moment they fill out a form to the moment that they decide to book a discovery call with you. Statistically speaking, when somebody visits your website, 9 out of 10 people who visit your website are not warmed up enough. They're not ready to buy from you yet. They need to be warmed up. They need to go into that nurture sequence. So that's where we come in, is we put them into the nurture sequence where we warm them up to the idea of working with you. And then the hope is that by the end of the nurture sequence, they are ready and warmed up to book a discovery call with you. So what we do is we build your website, your landing pages, and your funnels. We build your nurture sequence and write out all of the emails and text automations for you. We get you set up with a business phone number and a business email address so that you can send automated emails and text messages. And we also get your domain transferred over or help you to buy a domain from our software. So basically, we take care of all of the techie stuff so that you can focus on everything else. And as part of this done-for-you offer, as long as you are subscribed to CoachSpeakerPro, we will continue to build out new landing pages, new automations for any new offers that you end up creating over the years. And then that leads me to the final thing, the fourth thing that you have to do to become a successful coach or speaker, and that is to have a rock solid sales process, where when you get on a discovery call with a prospect or a sales call, you have to know how to ask the right questions, you have to know how to say the right words, you have to know how to overcome objections. So for example, if they say it's too expensive, or if they say, I don't know if I have the time, or I need to talk to my spouse about it, you have to know how to overcome those objections in order to have the highest likelihood of closing them or having them buy your program or hire you as a coach or a speaker. Now, we definitely help with that. As part of our online course, we have a whole section on how to build a rock solid sales process where we walk you through exactly what questions to ask and what to say and how to overcome objections. But that is a skill that you need to develop in basically being a doctor and kind of diagnosing their pain and then pitching your offer as the solution to that pain, or maybe downselling them to another one of your offers if they can't afford your high ticket program or whatever it may be. But that is something you need to do. Obviously, we cannot hop on your discovery calls for you or close or sell your clients for you. That's a skill that you need to develop. So I'm just telling you this to be brutally honest in saying what we do for you, and then the skills and the things that you need to do on your own to become a successful coach or speaker. Now, with all of this being said, if this system seems like something that is interesting to you, something that you feel like could take a lot of the workload off of your shoulders, if you don't want to build a website, if you don't want to have to build a nurture sequence yourself, if you want us to do that for you, all you have to do is just go to CoachSpeakerPro.com. I'll have a link below in the description where you can go. And this is where you can learn all about our software and all the different tools and features that we offer. And then if you're interested, we have two options for you to choose from. We have a monthly option and we have a yearly option. The monthly option is usually $197 a month, but right now we've got a discount going on where you can get the whole thing for $127 a month, or you can go with the yearly that comes out to $100 a month, but it is billed annually, so you end up paying $1,200 a year. But other than that, the only other charges and fees that you have to worry about is a one-time $25 charge to get you set up with a business phone number, and then to have a business phone number, it's about $1.20 every single month, and then we just charge you based on your usage of text messages and emails. So we charge you about $10 for every 30,000 emails that you send, as well as about $10 for every 400 text messages that you send. So it's super cost effective. There are no other hidden fees or sign up charges or anything like that. And kind of the nail in the coffin that really kind of hits it home for a lot of our users is that each one of these options comes with a 14-day free trial. Within those first 14 days is where we will build out your whole system for you. That is where we will build out your website or your landing page, where we'll build out your nurture sequence and all of your automations. That's where we'll get you set up with a business phone number and a business email address. And if for whatever reason you are not completely satisfied with the system that we build for you in the first 14 days, you can cancel and you don't end up paying a single penny. So this is our guarantee and why we take all of the risk upon ourselves so that you don't have to worry about it. Just because we've heard from so many different coaches and speakers that they signed up with this company that promised them the moon and the stars and charged them all these things but didn't ever end up building anything out for them. So we just figured that we would build out your whole system for you without you having to pay for anything. Now, just to be clear, we build out your whole system not from the moment that you sign up, but from the moment that you submit the survey that we send you as soon as you sign up. So if you sign up today, and if you end up filling out the survey that we send you right after signing up, then we can have your whole system built out for you between 7 to 14 days from today. So if you feel like this system can help you to get at least one new client per month, then this is a no-brainer. I also want to remind you that if you don't end up signing up for CoachSpeakerPro, then you have to either build out a website yourself or hire someone to do it for you. You have to build a nurture sequence yourself or hire someone to do it for you, and it ends up costing so much more than it would cost for us to just do it all for you. I have done the research and I have not found a single person or a single company who offers anything even remotely close to what we offer for the same price point. If you can find someone who does that, I will shave my head. So if all of this sounds interesting to you, there's a link below where you can check out CoachSpeakerPro. You can sign up for the monthly or sign up for the yearly. If you want to talk to me personally, if you have any questions, you can either book a demo call on our website or you can email me at support@coachspeakerpro.com, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have about our software. But other than that, thanks so much for watching, and I'm so excited to get you signed up and to help you build an amazing system to get you a constant stream of clients all on autopilot.